In today's world, anime and comic books are not only expanding our conventional horizons, but also enriching our general knowledge. However, there are still individuals who approach these products with prejudice and marginalize those who consume them. Before delving into this topic in detail and proposing solutions, let us first define and discuss the history of anime and comic books. What is the history of anime and comics? Anime refers to animation drawn in the manga art style unique to Japan. The history of anime began in the early 20th century when Japanese filmmakers discovered animation techniques from France, Germany, the United States, and Russia. During this period, animation became quite popular in Japan as an alternative medium for storytelling. As of 2016, anime accounted for 60% of the world's animated television shows. Comic books, which emerged as a 20th century art form, go beyond merely combining literature and visuals to create their own narrative storytelling and visual style. The first example of a comic book is generally considered to be Rich Felton Olcott's The Yellow Kid newspaper strip. In the early 20th century, comic strips were produced for American newspapers and became an important aspect of newspaper competition. Later, these strips were collected, reprinted, and distributed in magazine format, making the beginning of comic book publishing. In the 1980s, creators like Alan Moore and Frank Miller, and the later Neil Gaiman in the early 1990s, brought comic books closer to adult audiences in America. Alan Moore's Watchmen even achieved this distinction of being listed among Times Magazine's 100 best novels. Are anime and comics only for children? Why do people approach such products with prejudice? Despite the many achievements of anime and comic books, there are still those who view the people consuming these products as simplistic or cheap. Why is this the case, and how can we break these prejudices? Let us now address this. Many people perceive anime and comic books as childish due to their visual style and drawings, and as a result, they see the individuals consuming such content as childish and marginalize them. We can dismantle these prejudices by directing people towards anime and comic book works that align with their tastes. In doing so, they can learn that anime and comic books also addresses deep, philosophical, political, and adult-oriented themes. And never forget, if you love anime and comic books, your general knowledge becomes just as delightful.